Hello and happy Friday. Welcome to the Traxion News, a weekly show presented by this idiot, all about the happenings across motorsport, video games, esports, and this here Traxion channel. Hit subscribe if your F1 silly season predictions were correct. Ring the bell if you put a fake announcement picture on Twitter. That's a lot of you ringing the bell this week, I think. Anyway, here's what's going on. Stop the presses. First thing on Friday morning, Rich here, as at last night's PlayStation Showcase event, we all saw what we really wanted to see. God of War Ragnarok gameplay. No, I mean Gran Turismo 7. Similar to what we saw back at the PS5 reveal event last year, it's safe to say this game is going to be utterly gorgeous, and it's got us here at Traxion even more excited since it's harking back to the original title 25 years ago. The campaign mode is back, as is the livery editor and a bunch of tracks we didn't see in Gran Turismo Sport, such as the legendary Trial Mountain. Finally, we got a new release date of March 4th, 2022 for both PS4 and PS5. Stay tuned right here on the Traxion channel for a more in-depth look at Gran Turismo 7 later today. The final season of the year for iRacing is here, and there is a truckload of things to talk about. Season 4 has some pretty decent changes in the AI department, and you can now add AI drivers into the starting lineup in hosted multiplayer. Also included are the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo to replace the non-Evo model, and the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup 992 replacing the 991. For new tracks, you've got both the Hungaroring and Hickory Motor Speedway. There's no rain in this current build, but the iRacing devs are saying they're hoping to have it working internally by the end of the year, so look forward to something potentially next year. Check the link in the description below for all the patch notes and bring your reading glasses, as it's an essay. Last week we talked about Le Mans Virtual coming back, and this week we know who's taking part. The teams have been announced for the upcoming Le Mans Virtual Series, and the lineup is spectacular. The 38-car grid includes the likes of Red Bull Racing Esports, Williams Esports, Race Clutch Alpine, Romain Grosjean's R8G, Panis Racing, Team Fordzilla, Ferrari Driver Academy, and, well, loads. It's the best of the best from the world of motorsport and esports all in one championship, and the first round at Monza is now just 2 weeks away. Check out all the coverage right here on Traxion. Let's quick fire through some game updates, shall we? First up, the Tillotson T4 Series kart has been added to the kart sim content within rFactor 2 and will set you back less than €5. Season 3 continues in the Crew 2 as the US Speed Tour West begins. Not only will you have new vehicles, vanity items and motor pass content to play with, but also a new take on the time attack mode. Mobile racer Real Racing 3 has added 3 new cars, the Porsche 911 Turbo S, the BMW M3 and Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport. Finally, let's look forward once again to Forza Horizon 5, as earlier this week a Let's Go stream revealed a ton of new cars coming to the game, which launches November 9th. Check the link in the description for the whole list of cars so far. How about something a little bit different to wrap up this week's top stories? Let's face it, we've all done it. We've driven a car in a game that we own in real life. But it's never totally the same. However, Porsche are looking to bridge the gap between simulation and reality with their Misson R concept, an eco-friendly electric racing car kitted out with multiple cameras so you could stream from the racetrack and give an audience an amazing show. But what does it have to do with video games? Well, Porsche also envision a sim racing cockpit which matches the interior of this Misson R car almost exactly, so your esports environment completely matches your track environment. Imagine like how F1 drivers have sort of a model of their car represented in simulation perfectly to practice, and then they go and take it out on track for real. It's all a bit of a fever dream, but you've got to admit, it's pretty cool. In esports this week, Lowen Blanc aka Nexel has taken his third WRC Esports Championship, beating Sammy Joe, Noel and Isamusing in a close grand final. After 13 online qualifying rounds, a special event for Greek entrants, an 8-stage semi-final process and a 4-stage grand final, the 2021 Esports WRC champion was crowned from within the Olympic Velodrome in Athens. Nexel, who drives for the Race Clutch Esports team, won a brand new Toyota GR Yaris road car after a tense fight with 2020 winner Sammy Joe. Meanwhile, back to circuit racing, Vargas Sim Racing's Yuri Toman powered his Aston Martin to the top step in the recent GT Pro Series sprint race at Lime Rock Park, while Timotej Andonovski drove a masterful race to win the feature. Yoni Simičić still leads the championship, however, at the halfway mark. This week on Traxion, we look at some insane online multiplayer modes in racing games, and John attempts to qualify for the Le Mans Virtual Cup, as well as celebrating Toka Race Driver 3 with some bubbly. We teach you multi-class etiquette in sim racing, and Dave Cam takes a look at the aforementioned iRacing Season 4 content, as well as teaches you what brake biases are. I still don't know. Should probably watch that. Coming up on Traxion, we teach you how to win in Assetto Corsa Competizione. John gives you his thoughts on the Fanatec CSL DD's boost kit. Sorry for that video being a little bit later than you probably expected, but it is coming. I review the Thrustmaster T248, and we're not too far away from Hot Wheels Unleashed releasing, and with some of the content we've got planned, oh boy, it's going to be exciting, so stay tuned for that. Once again, that is it for this week, but if you are needing some of those juicy deets about what we've spoken about, then links are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and until I see you again, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the F1, the third of a triple header. Oh boy, it's all happening. Have a fantastic weekend. Keep it pinned. I'll see you next week.